In 48 hours, you will get the full recap of what's been going on with P. Diddy in the memoir of Kim Porter's book. She talks about how she knew she was about to be lined up and that there were some names that were ought to look out for P. Diddy's involvement and people being sacrificed. For those who don't know, Kim Porter was married to P. Diddy. She had 2 children by P. Diddy. Well, one in question is by another man. It's not by P. Diddy. From a lot of people that know about the situation know exactly what I'm talking about. And here he is. Here he is. He wanted to be the mogul of mogul. And anybody that was in his way, he will make them pay back then. And he will basically take anybody out who was in the way of his movement. The diddler. If that makes sense. And the diddler wanted to remove Al B. Shore. Al B. Shore is one of his people. And so while Al B. Shore wanted to help Diddler to get to the top of the billboards, and it happened to be the case, he still had no respect for Al B. Shore. Y'all know who that is. You see, the Diddler basically wanted to be over everybody. He wanted everybody's names to be sold to him. And it goes to show how far he was willing to go. Tupac. We know Tupac have done certain events with P. Diddy. And there's some talk about that situation and he removed Tupac because Tupac was getting more women at the time than P. Diddy. A lot of women got around with Tupac that Diddy didn't like, and he heard. And he made big to go against Tupac doing quad shooting. Now we know that Biggie didn't have nothing to do with it at the time of the climax when Tupac was dealing with old girl, them dudes in the A that Diddy knew, or the DMV, more so knew, had it in for Tupac because he was getting a lot of women and had old girl lied. And we know what happened later on. He got down with Suge, and Suge was not the one that bailed him out. There was some other people that bailed him out. And we know what happened. RIP to everybody that was involved with the Diddler. What more can we say? He was definitely a friend of Diddy. And it wouldn't surprise me, like Suge say, he had some involvement in the situation with Pac because he wasn't there. Snoop Doggy Dogg, yeah, Bow Wow Wow, hippie O, hippie A, Bow Wow, hippie O, hippie A. Notorious B.I.G. We know he was getting ladies later on, yet he had a dude in his video, And there was other artists that had that same dude in the video. Yet and still, he was very popular. And he was ready to get out of that situation. It was too much on the catalog, on the billboards, to let him get out of that contract with the Diddler. And we know he did not want us to go to Cali. In some way, somehow, he got him convinced to go to Cali, and we know what happened. One of the best dressers, he learned from Pop to say to get more women, you got to look a certain decorum to make up for you being a big guy. And that's exactly what happened. Diddler got rid of him at the time. Was one of his biggest sacrifices ever. Yeah, you know who it is. You know who it is. Big put her on. Sure did. He put her on. Yeah, one of the interesting ladies at the time. And she changed herself over big time as time go on. However, Little Kim. Yeah, Little Kim. What an interesting situation. She knew about the situation. She was concerned. Faith wasn't as concerned as Kim was. Yep. And then you see the fallen one. Yep, the fallen one, the fallen one, the fallen one. We know the Diddler is a fallen one. There's no doubt he got to be a fallen angel. Make no mistake about it. Be right back. I am back. Suge. Suge been revealing a lot of things since he's been in jail. The Suge of old, the Suge of now. Yeah. Interesting mogul guy. One of his classic, all up in the videos, want to be seen. He was going at Diddy, the Diddler. A lot of people know the Diddler was doing some things that were questionable. At the same time, why did people stay quiet until now? Yep, nothing new under the sun. Suge is coming out telling it like it's supposed to be. And he'll probably be out soon. He'll probably be out soon. Who knows? Yep, that's how them parties were. That's how them parties were. At the Diddler Mansion. All types of stuff going on. All types of activity. Some people were involved in it. They got paid to be involved in it. They was okay with it. It's a fortunate situation. Kim Porter was involved with those parties too. I believe that's in her book. She talked about the relationship she had with other men. The Diddler allowed her to have intercourse with women, with other men, with other various people. And she got tired of it. She seen other women in there. And the list goes on. This is not far-fetched. Everybody laying around the bed, that stuff is real. Yeah. How many souls did they have? A lot of souls of men and women, both parties. A lot. He observed many people's souls. Still did. Still did. So, be ready for the release of 48 hours of what's going down. Talk with y'all then. Peace.